pretty awesome. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, think about that. You're living in fucking the Ohio Valley in Kentucky, and fucking you can
The
go.
Ohio Valley is also Cincinnati, which is a major city.
It's further out than Cincinnati. You're not really. Those shows were not attended by fucking Cincinnati folk, Joe.
No.
Nah.
That's all that area.
It is, but they were going, you know, the Jim Cornette states and places, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Hee-haws. Boss Hogg coming to shows.
I'll get you. That's Tennessee.
I'll get you, Duke
That's
boys!
Tennessee.
Before I die over here. Yeah, so those are cool when you listen to that, because he really goes into detail. And honestly, Jim Cornette was really ridiculous when it came to bookkeeping. Like, if you watch his... U-shoots or like, you know, the guest booker, he keeps like all his booking sheets together, so that shit's pretty cool.
There was RF did a thing on Cornette. I never seen it, but I seen like the trailer for it where he goes up into his attic.
Yeah.
And he has all that memorabilia from.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
That was the Volume 3 with Bobby Heenan. The straight shooting with Cornette and Bobby Heenan. That was Volume 3 when he did that.
Oh really?
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I like that one quite a bit. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, and the U-shoots I like. Even though you don't get the whole thing online, the little clips that I see on them, they're pretty good.
Yeah, no, there was I think there was a account that got taken down.
The timeline I like. You know, you pick a year. And
see, but timeline gets a bit lost on me because like the ECW ones, because I'm such a huge ECW fan, I love. But then like I saw Rick Martel like in 1982, and like that was before my time. But I just yeah.
No, see, when they talk about like the late 80s, early 90s, that wasn't.
I guess because it was your time, so it works. But a lot of those kind of get lost on me. Also, I mean, I don't know.
I don't like guest booker. Like I would have booked WrestleMania like this.
No, that's pretty cool. It's a novel concept. I think. I enjoyed Cornette rebooking the Invasion. Yeah. I enjoyed Gabe rebooking the new ECW. Like that's pretty cool. I didn't watch it as like, but also it gave me as somebody who helps put shows together. It gave me ideas in terms of like, oh well. You know, this is a different perspective to look at things. Personally, how I looked at it. I don't know. You know who's actually a unsung hero of shoot interviews? Scorpio. You ever see Scorpio shoots? He's really, really fucking good. Remembers a lot of shit. Goes into detail and has no problem calling motherfuckers out. Shit talk Buff Bagwell quite a bit.
Weren't they partners?
Yeah, that's what the issue was. That guy, you know, let the fucking fame get to him and was kind of a dick about it.
You know who has good shoots? It's not partner shoots. Is that guy from Canada, the guy Hannibal?
Oh yeah, like the channel.
He's the one that had the fight with Lenny Poffo. The
stage fight. Fake.
No, I know. I'm saying that's what he's famous for.
You're never going to be my age, cocksucker.
Lenny Poffo calling somebody a cocksucker.
Well, it was only his own. He wasn't sucking other people's dicks.
But his interviews are pretty good.
Yeah, definitely.
And he had some pretty good guests. He had Jake Roberts, which was really good. He had Animal, Demolition.
Yeah, no, it's super interesting when they, you know, pull some of those guys out. He gets a lot of the legends, but like Abdul the Butcher's not someone I care to hear from. Road Warrior Animal is kind of a fucking bullshit artist too. Like you got to pick who you listen to.
Road Warrior Animal's a bullshit artist?
Yeah, fucking listen to a lot of his stories are wishy-washy. Listen to him.
Like what?
I can't point out Mike specifically right now. I just know that I've heard shit and I'm like, that doesn't make sense. You look it up and it's like, no, it doesn't make sense.
What about Demolition?
I don't know. I haven't seen any of their shoots.
Honky's on there now. He's a
Honky
artist.
He is. But I mean, the wrestling business is full of them. Funny story. I think fucking what do you call them? Gallows and Anderson talk about Honky Tonk Man, where they were at one of the WrestleMania weekends and they're in catering and they're eating like sushi and they're super excited because you know they usually don't get sushi, but they're eating all this and Honky comes over and goes, "Enjoy it while it lasts, guys. It's coming out of your paychecks."
What WrestleMania was this?
I don't know. Also, I'll tell you this. So here's another interesting note that I pulled together this week because I know, Joe, you've done business in the past with Jim the Animal Neidhart at signings, right? So I didn't know he had Alzheimer's.
All right, so I had him as a guest. We've had him a few times at Warriors, but as my own guest, was in Orlando, and we had to. I think he lived in Tampa.
Yeah,
about an hour and a half or hour and 20 minutes outside. Yeah. So his wife had to come with him.
Well, yeah, because he has Alzheimer's or had Alzheimer's.
I don't know if it was Alzheimer's.
No, it was
one of them.
No, it was because TJ and Natty were on Jericho's podcast talking about it. And it was Alzheimer's.
I don't know if that was just to cover up some of the way he acted.
No, I'm pretty sure that was the case because they talked about it for years, like being the case.
There was definitely something not right, but there was a guy there not dressed up like him, that looked like him, And he was sitting there talking, and we kept coming over him. And Jim pulled, because I was working with him, and Louie was working with Gabby, and he looks at me, just like we're talking. He goes, "Yo, this is fucking creepy, man. This guy looks like me." So he was there at certain
Well, that's
points.
Alzheimer's doesn't mean that you're always out. It's you have your fucking moments. But
He was looking to have a beer at 8:00 in the morning. Well,
Yeah, but it's living through the 80s, man.
Yeah.
But explain one story where fucking Anvil was convinced that Luke Gallows was a guy from the 80s that he hated. So anytime Luke Gallows, fuck, hate that guy. Every time, and they couldn't get him to like Gallows.
About the story about Davey Boy, because he was talking about Davey Boy when I had him too.
Yeah. Where he was calling the match and talking about Davey Boy. Yeah, man, I think Alzheimer's is pretty serious, and goddamn.
I wasn't surprised when he passed away.
A lot of those guys lived a hard life. That's what it comes down to.
He wasn't in good health. He was out there smoking. He was overweight. He wasn't living a healthy lifestyle.
Right. No, it's understandable.
When we didn't have him, but I think Dave had him in big event.
Right.
And he showed up with his wife. It was late. It was about 10:30, 11 o'clock. He landed. LaGuardia came across the street, which you could walk to, so it's not far.
Right.
Right to the bar. Didn't even go upstairs. Right to the bar.
But I could name about 100 fucking wrestlers who do that.
Fine, but if you're not in the best of health, maybe that's probably not the best choice.
I mean, how many guys are like that? I mean, dude, come on. If you're not in the best of health, how many wrestlers are at his age in the best of health? Seriously. Name me a wrestler in their fucking 60s that's not fucking really down in their health. There's very few.
Brother Brudai.
Brudai's got fucking plenty of issues, dude.
I mean, there's some of them get on.
Getting around fine is not my thing.
Hogan looks alright.
Yeah, Hogan's one of them. I'd say, but Hogan had continued success. That would also make sense why he, kept up.
I'm trying to think of who I've had.
Steamboat's another one.
Steamboat's in fantastic shape.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tully Blanchard looks in good shape. What's wrong with him?
I don't know, years of fucking drug abuse?
He doesn't seem like he's incoherent. Mean Gene still drinks probably more than any of them.
Yeah, Mean Gene.
And he's in his 80s.
Yeah, Mean Gene is it's hard times, baby.
Pat Patterson
has had, you gotta look at it like that. So guys who've had continued success seem to be alright. It's the guys who fall from the spotlight that fucking continue to die out like that.
Jeff had Corporal Kirshner. Big event. And
yeah.
According to Jeff, and I believe it, was drinking from 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I got there late, and it was towards midnight. This guy was still going.
I believe it.
He got up the next day, did his signing, came to our show, and, just looks like an older guy.
I think they're split now. I'm watching guys split out from the middle lane, so you might want to...
Nikolai Volkov, even though he died of whatever he died of,
So, Nikolai Volkov was at a show 2 weeks before he passed away that I was on, and he was talking to people about how, unhealthy soda is, and, he was talking a lot about, healthy stuff, so yeah, the dude kept his shit up. But,
it's weird, you look at him, you look at Tito, who's in good shape, and you look at Snuka, who is a mess.
Yeah. Snuka he's gotta live hard, man. But I know we get into that discussion every fucking week of,
Snuka.
Well, living hard.
You can only do that so much in life. Your body can't, alright, so when I was younger, in my 20s, I could drink, go to sleep for an hour, and then work a 12-hour shift in a paper mill, no problem. Yeah. Do it 2-3 nights in a row. Now, if I drink like that, I need 2 or 3 days to recover.
Oh, no, certainly. Well,
so these guys are doing it every day, years upon years, and they're not just drinking, they're doing fucking probably coke and all kinds of shit.
Yeah, certainly.
Pain pills.
Yeah, it's the uppers and downers that get you, and I think that's a lot of guys will talk about that kind of shit. The uppers and downers will really fucking put end it for you, so to speak. But anyway, at this point, we're going to start cutting things. We're getting home soon. You can follow Warriors of Wrestling on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Either Warriors of Wrestling or WOW Pro Wrestling on Twitter. WOW TV Live's got all these matches upcoming. If you check us out, not only do we have all the stuff from this past Sunday at the Warriors Studio tapings coming up and being brought right to you, but we will also be broadcasting our first ever fully intergender show live on November 10th. Pretty fucking big deal. Live broadcast on YouTube. So be on the lookout for that. You can check me out on all social media at King of Chaos NYC. Check me out this Saturday for Pioneer Valley Pro at Eastfield Mall. Massive, massive show. It's going to be awesome. Come on down, say hello. For the boss man and the king of chaos, we'll see you soon.